Almost 50% of students coming out of university today believe that socialism is the answer. That's frightening to me.
50%. Home Depot's co-founder calling out the rise in socialism on college campuses across the country. How'd we get here? Retired professor of liberal arts at NYU and author of Springtime for Snowflakes, Dr. Michael Rechtenwald joins us live in the studio. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Steve.
You know, when you look at the rise of socialism, you think, oh, this is something new. This isn't something new.
No.
This all started back in the 1920s, didn't
That's
it?
right. Well, yes, because you had professors going over to the Soviet Union, you know, from America, going over to the Soviet Union, learning about the Soviet system of education and being convinced that they should bring it to the U.S. and re-engineer the entire education system after it. And this was a professor, particularly George Kuntz, who came back, taught at Columbia Teachers College, and he's teaching teachers who are going to then propagate the same ideology that he's teaching them, and this is how it spreads.
Okay, so that was decades ago, and then, you know, combine that, which was ingrained in college campuses over the decades, with, for instance, Bernie Sanders running for president 2 years ago, and it's like, hey, why not? I'm an idealistic kid. I want everybody to get everything, but that's socialism. Especially
when the professoriate are 40% socialist. And that's a large number. I mean, we have about 90% are leftists, and 40% of the total are socialists.
Wait, back up. You're saying 90% of professors are leftists?
In the humanities and social sciences.
Why so high?
Yeah, because there's a bubble, and then they don't want to hire anyone. And I've seen people actually thrown out of degree programs, PhD programs, for being conservative.
The problem comes when you see this around the dinner table. The kids come back from college. They're sitting with their parents who are center right, center left, and suddenly the kid across the table from them is talking about socialistic policies. It's like, where'd that guy come from?
Exactly.
Came from college.
That's right, because they're getting it. I mean, there's a huge indoctrination process that's going on. And it's not just called socialism now, they're calling it social justice as well.
So where does it lead?
It leads to the kind of forced egalitarianism that you saw in the Soviet Union, where you have to squash people down so that everyone's quote-unquote equal. And it led to 94 million people being murdered in the combined in all the communist regimes in the 20th century.
That was a different time then.
Yeah.
He's got a book out. It's called Springtime for Snowflakes. Dr. Michael Rechtenwald. Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you.
There's your book right there. All right.